And we are live. Yay. That
Live.
took a moment. Welcome to Amber Chat.
Number
20,
20.
21? 20.
No,
20.
20. Yeah, you
20,
set it
that's
up.
right.
I don't know.
This is
You're the
20. This is 20.
accountant.
I don't know. I have
I,
enough trouble keeping track of the numbers on the regular show, let alone this one, too.
I just show up looking pretty. That's my job.
You had one job and you failed. And Bridget's here.
Bridget's here, the
Yay.
first
Hi,
one in the
Bridget.
house. Yes, welcome
First
to the
one to
basement.
comment.
Yes.
So I see we have a bunch of people logging in. Let us
my
know who you
goodness.
are.
Early birds. Oh, wait.
Early birds this week. Tell us who you are, where you're watching from, and send in some questions for Amber. She likes to hear from you. Or if you'd like to come on the show and chat with Amber live, let me know and send us an email. And we'll let you on to talk to Amber as long as you're interesting. If you're not interesting, well, and Amber's got no time for you.
That's right. I'm out of here. All right, Illinois is in the house, so good to see that. And Josh is in the house. All right, yay!
Just got our weekly email from Josh.
Yeah,
with his topics for the night. So
that's great. Good to hear from Josh. All right, so Russell, anything happening in New York City we should talk about? And hey, Kenny.
Well, it was lovely outside today, and I know that Jack went roller skating, which was very exciting.
Okay? Did he hurt himself?
He did not hurt himself that I know of this time. He didn't mention it. We had, when he got back, we had dinner together tonight. I made paella, so Jack came up for dinner, which...
So that always reminds me. When I hear paella, reminds me of Kramer on Seinfeld.
Yes,
paella.
Paella, and then it was George Costanza's mother who made it, right?
I'm not sure, but I can just remember Kramer going paella or something like that.
Yeah. And Larry is here.
Oh, we got Florida in the house. All right.
Kenny's here.
Yes.
So we have Jericho in the house.
Yeah. Today in Burlington, it was a pretty nice day. It was really pretty this morning, but then the clouds came in, and the clouds went away, and the clouds came back. But when the sun was out, it was really, really pretty. Still a little cool for this time of year, but next week is the 70s, and it's going to be in the 70s. Yes.
And our friend Gary Buck has checked in. Hey, Gary.
Hello from Ohio. Back. I've got Fresca from my Wednesday night hump drink. Yes.
And I think someone is off checking out Yogi Bear. Two Toads says hello from Jellystone Park.
Hey, Two Toads. So Montana's in the house, too. All right. Very good.
Is Boo Boo with you?
Little picnic basket. Ooh.
Picnic basket, yes.
I wonder what Two Toads has in their picnic basket.
Now that's a good question. Two Toads, what would you put in your picnic basket? And Larry says your top is fascinating. Is that a large necklace or is it attached to your top?
This is collar here. This is part of the collar, and this is a necklace here. But thank you, Larry. Picked it up at Dirt Chic, a local boutique here in Burlington that I like to go to.
And Larry, Amber hasn't had a top on her in years, so. And guess who's already here? Can't wait to join us.
Here I am.
Jack, you're back from Pennsylvania.
I am back in the sub-basement of Astoria, no longer in the creepy attic of Pennsylvania.
Ooh, so you're back in the creepy sub-basement.
Yeah.
So I understand that you went roller skating today.
I did go roller skating today. I was practicing Zen and the art of roller skate maintenance. I had my bearings in the skates have been all dirty and caked up from all the pollen that's been kicking around. So it was time to put them in some acetone, shake them up, get them nice and refreshed, oil them, and put them back onto the trucks and loosen up the wheels and take them out on the road and try not to fall. And it was a success.
Oh, very good. I have no idea what you were saying, but that's fun. It sounds like fun.
It was so complex, so complex.
I think that I used about the same amount of monosyllabic words that our friend Rusty Peen uses. I tried not to get too complex there.
Yes, Rusty Peen. I saw Rusty Peen is on YouTube now.
Yeah, he's going to be a bigger star than any of us, I think.
I guess. My gosh, he's got quite a bit of hits so far. Oh, Bridget said Sheetfall.
Yeah. So one of you has a tiny little echo going.
Could be me. Let me see if I can mess around with the settings here.
I think it's
so. Obviously, you're doing real roller skates, the boot skates or the shoe skates.
Yeah, the quad skates with 2 in the front and 2 in the back.
Yes, like we used to do at the roller rink.
Yes.
All skate.
The first hour of roller skating was nothing but falling down. So that is definitely going to happen. That's part of the territory. If you start roller skating, you will fall.
Josh says he can't roller skate or ice skate. So
Josh, that's no attitude. You can do it, Josh.
Wrap yourself in bubble wrap and get out there, Josh.
Yes.
Bridget says she has roller blades.
Oh, yeah. Well, a couple years ago, for our friend Jessica's, was it her 30th birthday party? We went out ice skating at the local ice skating rink, and the LeMays. It was pretty funny.
I want to see the LeMays on skates.
Oh, there's some video out there. We took some video, but we call it the LeMay-capades. Lucy and I were there pushing carts as we were going.
And it was LeMays on ice, and I mean literally on the ice.
Oh.
Just sitting on the sidelines with drinks in your hands.
Yeah, people were laughing at us. I don't know why, but they were.
That's not nice.
Yes. Well, I'll try to dig up some pictures with that video, and we can show it.
That'd be great.
Yeah, Jessica might have it. I don't know.
Two Toad says that it must be caught on video. Of course, it was caught on video.
Yes, the entourage.
I'm pretty sure it's out there. I'm pretty sure I've seen pictures. I don't know if I've seen video, but I've seen pictures.
Yeah, well, the video is probably of Lucy Bell or Marguerite, because I was the one documenting it.
It's a smart move in a situation like that.
Yes. Oh, I'll take the pictures. I'll do that. I'll stay on this side.
You won't be the object of ridicule. You'll be the one ridiculing the other ones.
Me? No. All right. So we've got Illinois, Ohio, Florida, Montana, New York. Oh, let's get some more people. And Vermont, of course. So let's get some more states. We should have a map that we could light up, like on election night.
Let us know what you'd like to talk about tonight, because we are here for an hour, and we are here for you. So you tell us. Send us your questions on the chat, or you can even send us an email, and we'll send you the link to come on and chat live with Amber. And yes. Bridget reminds us that everyone should subscribe, like, and turn on the notifications.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Go to your YouTube, find Amber Live if you're not already watching on YouTube, and then subscribe to it. That's a huge help for us.
Now, why would you not be watching on YouTube? After all, that's the place where you get the highest definition of our video, by watching on YouTube. Yes,
you can see me better. Yes. So, I watch, one of my shows that I watch regularly is This Is Us. It's an NBC drama, and every episode, I don't care what it's about, at 10 till the end, 50 minutes into it, tears. They just know how, they have the system down. I don't care what's going on at that moment in the show. People cry. The audience, they bring out the tears in the audience. And last night, there was multiple times right there. It was usually Oh yeah, it was good though. It was really good. It was good acting, great writing. They just they have multiple generations of the same people, stories and how they connect, and it's just fascinating writing and how they put it together. Just I really, really enjoy that show.
They really find ways of tugging at the heartstrings.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I'm hearing an echo too now.
Not me. I turned off the echo cancellation, or I turned on the echo cancellation.
Well, I've got my earbuds in.
You have your earbuds in. I have mine.
Hang on. Let's see what happens if I mute.
Okay, I don't know now. Nope,
don't hear any echo now.
Yeah.
And now
so we just have to mute.
Are you, Jack? Are you playing the sound through your headphones?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering why that echo was happening.
Well, I'm also in a very echoey room right now.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the room echo. It was a secondary echo.
Oh well, that's just weird. I don't know what that's all about. Just have.
I mean, the room echo is just room tone. That's fine. This was a like half a second later kind of echo.
Oh no, yeah. That's obnoxious.
But, anyway, all right. Oh, thanks, Larry. Thanks. That's nice. That's nice.
Larry.
At least he didn't say liver spots. Are liver spots and age spots the same thing?
I didn't know they made HD cameras that could see your liver spots.
Yes.
That's that ultra HD format.
You know what liver spots are, right?
Spots on your liver?
No, they're basically age spots, those brown spots you start to get it. But another name for those is liver spots.
I forgot about those.
I'm not sure why, but
I don't know.
Seems to be.
So if
we need
a
medical advisor.
Does anyone have any favorite liver spots or interestingly shaped liver spots? These are the sorts of things we can talk about here on Amber Chat.
Yeah, we should get Nurse Anthrax to come on. Maybe she can talk to us about liver spots.
She might be able to fill in the blanks. Bridget says she has a lot of freckles. And Two Toad says, I was trying to be polite, Larry.
Yes.
And look at this. Mike Dunphy says, yuck, liver.
Give him a big old plate of liver and some onions.
Mike. Good to see Mike Dunphy.
Gary would like to know what you're doing for Pride this year, Amber.
Well, you know what? Pride is interesting in Vermont, where it's held in September, and so I'd like to do something in June somewhere. I don't know if there's any place in the Northeast that's Boston. I don't know if they're having their Pride in June or not. So I don't know, but in September I'll probably be either in the parade or we'll sing, something. So we've performed at well over 20 Vermont Prides. Yes, that's always fun to do. Well, Bridget, I don't know when freckles go from turn puberty into to age spots.
When you can no longer connect the dots and it's all just sort of meshes together.
So Larry says, I've known Amber for 25 plus years. I don't have to be polite to her anymore, LOL. What I'd like to know is, Larry, when were you polite to her?
Oh, never.
And Dunphy says, liver, I just met her.
No, let's welcome Mike Dunphy. This is his debut on Amber Chat. So welcome Mike Dunphy.
Mike, if you'd like to come on and actually appear on the show, you can just send me an email at amberlemaylive@gmail.com and we can bring you on to talk with Amber. That could be fun.
Can happen here.
Direct from the south end of Burlington, yes.
Bridget wants to know, have you ever eaten liver?
I have. I have. The puree or whatever they do with it. It's not really a chopped liver. That's the one. Yeah.
Liver and onions, not so much. But
I feel like if I was in a situation where somebody was really good at making it and that's what they had, I'd eat it, and I'm sure it would be fine in that setting. But that's not the sort of thing I go for.
Right. So
That's my take on it.
Amy wants us to know she got her first shot done.
Yay! Good for
Congratulations.
you.
That's great.
Good.
Good for you.
Very good.
And Gary says Cleveland has their Pride in June.
Yes, well, that'd be fun. That's a big city pride. Oh, those are fun. Yes.
And for some reason, Mike Dunphy is so proud.
He's very proud. Well, we're proud of you too.
He has no reason to be. I don't know why.
Because he got a job.
That he's kept for 3.5 weeks.
We're proud of him for that.
And Bridget says congratulations to Amy for her shot.
Yes, always happy to hear about people getting their shot.
Amber was mentioning past performances. I wish there was a total dollar amount of money that the House of LeMay has raised for charities over the decades.
I wish I had that money. I wish I'd raised it for
It would all just go to platinum vodka.
Yes. It would be over $500,000 easily, easily. Because I know it's been a couple 100,000 for Vermont Cares and People with AIDS Coalition through Drag Ball. Sure. So, yeah. So
I bet there's a way to quantify it. We just need to sit down and do it.
There's the hard part.
Yeah. Go back through all the years.
And Mike Dunphy says he's too shy to come on.
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was too shy to be proud.
Well, that could be too.
I was hoping he could tell us the story about, what was he saying the other night about carrying some female, I don't know. He met some female and carried her away. Maybe I just making that up. Maybe I was dreaming.
No. It was in some foreign country. Or he carried her out of the bar somewhere or something. I don't know. Who can keep track? He's had so many wild adventures in foreign countries. It's surprising that he's back in the United States.
That's
and
very
they let
true.
him. Mike says the hernia story.
That's right. That's what it was.
How he got his hernia. And Bridget says she's glad she got both shots. She feels much more safe, but still wearing a mask and not taking chances.
I wear the mask most of the time, but if I'm out and walking and there's not any people around, I whip that sucker off. That's
it's really nice to do that.
Yeah. I was in
outside.
one place. I walked into this one store and I forgot to put my mask on. And I realized, I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." And she said, "You've been vaccinated." It's like saying, "You're old. You don't scare me."
So did she? Oh, she just knew that you were old. She didn't know that you were vaccinated. She was just guessing.
You're vaccinated.
So Mike Dunphy says, well, he texted me or he IM'd me and said, I can tell the hernia story. And if you would like to come on the show and tell the hernia story, we would love to have you, Mike.
That's right.
We're
not going to tell it vicariously.
Send me an email at amberlemaylive@gmail.com and I will send you a link back to come tell you the hernia story. Larry says story. Gas stations in Florida are out of gas and people are hoarding it like they did toilet paper last year.
And the government had to put out an issue today advising people not to put gasoline in plastic bags.
I saw a picture of a trunk full of gasoline. I posted that. I was like, is this real or is this a joke?
Open air gasoline?
I posted that. Or the people who are filling up these red tubs, they spent more money on the red tubs than they will on the gas. It's just
premium prices.
Ignorance, just total ignorance. Yeah. I'll get mine. I'm going to get mine. People. And those are the same people who still have a closet full of toilet paper from last year. That's what did I see Gary say there about the bars in Ohio?
They're getting ready to lift the bans on masks and everything.
Yep, that's coming up in Vermont too, July 4th. But it's going to ease up before then. It's more bars are opening up. They still have to close at 10 o'clock right now, which is fine with me. But
does that make much of a difference?
Well, it does to the bartenders, because if a restaurant closes at 10 o'clock, those people like to go out and drink. And if the bars are closed at 10 o'clock as well, there's no place for them to go drink.
Yeah, so that kind of hurts the bar owners.
Yeah.
All right, so it is time for our special guest of the night. He's laughing already. It's Mike D.
Hello.
Difference?
The world of Amber Live.
It does to the bartenders, because
Mike, you're listening to it on another screen right now, and we can hear.
Yes.
Am I? Uh-oh. I'm not prepared. See, I needed more instruction from Russell, but he didn't give it. But I think I got it now.
It's
turn
like
down your phone. Turn down your radio.
Turn down your radio. So welcome, Mike.
Our friend Bev Spencer, who is the first time I've been over to a friend's house in the whole pandemic, because I'm vaccinated now. So that was a good and pleasant experience. But she made me some cocktails, so that's why I seem so friendly now. And she's good at that.
Making you feel friendly?
No comment. The hernia story. Anyway, I was in the Peace Corps, and I was stationed in a little tiny village in Estonia for several years. And there was a sister, I was 22, 23, and there was a sister school in Norway that came over. And they came over, and there was a giant party, and I got very drunk inappropriately. And I felt like what I would do is lift Norwegian women over my head and take them into the forest for some international relations, all mutually consensual, of course. And anyway, I woke up with a thing sticking out of me, and it wasn't the good kind of thing. It was part of my lower intestine, and it was called a hernia. But the great thing about it is that the U.S. government, because I was in the Peace Corps, flew me from my little village in Estonia with a nurse going with me to take care of me to Georgetown in D.C., where I got the repair. And what the amazing thing about that is they put you in a hotel. There's a whole wing of this hotel in Arlington, Virginia, of all injured Peace Corps people. It was this entirely hotel
where they put the pieces back together.
People from all over the world with different ailments and such, and that was alone an amazing thing. But I also remember that trip because the first time I went into a Starbucks ever, and The Matrix was out, and I saw The Matrix, and that was cool. So there's my hernia story.
In a Starbucks?
You saw The Matrix in a Starbucks?
No, but
that's what it sounded like.
One other interesting Peace Corps image is that with the Peace Corps, when they medevac you, they do it really, really quickly because they don't want any trouble. So I met all these people who had been medevaced for different diseases. Like the Peace Corps is afraid of lawsuits at the time. So I had the perfect injury where it was something easy they could fix and then send me back. But anybody who had anything that was remotely could be longer term, they just
paper cut.
They kicked out. And I met a number of people there who were told just go get it fixed and we'll take care of you. And then once they got to DC, they were told, you're not going back, you're done. Wow. And that was quite an interesting event.
So they flew you from Estonia back to the United States. Couldn't they take you to Germany or another hospital there?
Or an American embassy?
These are all very good questions.
That's what I do.
That he did not answer. I think my exam was this, this Estonian doctor just poking my hernia and going, "Yep, it's a hernia."
Push it back in. Put that back in.
Come over and poke.
So I was
watch, he screams every time I poke this.
Try it. It's fun.
This is the same doctor who came to my apartment, and like they would come once every 6 months to your apartment for some reason. And he tests the water, and the water was so bad that when I would run a bath, it looked like tea. It looked like Earl Grey tea. Oh. And so the stuff was coming out of my faucet. He pours a glass of it, and it's like a glass of tea, and he takes a drink of it, and he goes, swishes it around in his mouth, and he goes, yeah, it's fine.
Oh, good God.
See you next month.
Anyway, these hernia stories.
That's
I'm sure you got them.
Yes. Sure.
So you've had two I believe you've had two hernias, haven't you?
Yes, I had another one in Turkey, but I don't remember how I got that.
Why were you in a Turkey?
I lived in Turkey for 4 years.
You lived in a Turkey for 4 years.
Two Toes says,
Had
is
a
that a
hernia,
hernia?
really happy to see someone, yeah.
Like
Nice.
Poppin' Fresh. It was like,
It was, but it just keeps coming back. Anyway, you don't want a hernia. I don't recommend them to anybody. So do not lift Norwegian girls above your head. Or anybody.
I would like to try to lift a Norwegian girl above my head, given the opportunity.
God knows what would pop out then.
Get that on video.
I was going to say, isn't a Norwegian girl above your head to begin with, Jack?
Usually, yeah. But I'm up for a challenge.
Oh gosh, Larry, I really don't want to hear how Larry got his hernias.
That's a rough question.
That might be a little too much even for Amber Chat. So let's see. Gary posted something here. As an incentive, our governor will be doing drawings for 5 weeks beginning on May 26th. Those names that are gone will win $1 million, and
for getting
those
vaccines.
under 18 will be given a 4-year scholarship for any college in Ohio. And that is people who have been vaccinated. You have to have been vaccinated to be entered in the drawing. That's
Interesting.
And at least one hernia, I heard. Could be anywhere, but it's got to be a hernia.
So Gary, which college in Ohio would you go to if you got a free scholarship? I one time I think Ohio had more colleges per capita than anywhere else. I believe there's a lot of college. There were a lot of colleges.
That's the only one I can name.
I think Burlington, Vermont used to have more bars per capita than anywhere else.
Yeah, especially on North Street. There used to be a block, every block had a bar.
I saw that map of the United States and states that brew the most beer brewed per capita, and Vermont was number one.
Yep.
I know that Vermont is a small state, but nevertheless, it's a good place to make beer.
Yeah, there's still a lot. There's a lot of places. Lot. Yes. See, anything else in the news today? Let's see. They ousted Liz Cheney. And did you hear McCarthy come out after and say, yeah, there's no one that doubts the election. No, we know it was a fair election. And yet last weekend, Matt Gaetz and MTG were on their parade, saying that it was stolen and all that shit.
It's all gaslighting. They're all just trying to make everyone misremember what happened.
Yes, misremember.
Yes. Misremember.
I hope they do make their own party, but I'm just been thinking about what would they call it? Like, what would be the name for the new party?
Let's see.
Reaction.
You go to Ohio State, go Buckeyes. OHIO, yes.
I think that was YMCA.
Yeah, I just would be the best one, I thought. It's like we're connected, Jack.
Yes. You guys do think a lot alike sometimes.
The wavelengths, or it's the weed.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I don't do that to
you. There was a great ad in 7 Days today. What? Let's see. I took a picture of it. I'm not going to show it, but
the suspense is killing me.
Yes. The ad says, quit your job and sell weed.
Yeah, that's the weed lawyer who I've interviewed and wrote about.
Cannabis Solutions is his name. legal services and business consultation, saying Vermont's going to legalize weed, so you might as well get in on it. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of weird stuff about doing that, though. Like you can't use a bank anymore.
Yeah, as long as it's still illegal federally.
You can't use a bank. So what do you do with your money then?
Crypto, I guess.
Because a lot of them are taking over old banks because they have safes. Like in Boston,
Right.
a friend of mine went to this one in Boston, and it was in an old bank in Brookline, so it had the safe, and so that's what they would do. But they had this thing: if people wanted to pay by card, my friend told me, is that so they had the machine to run the card, but they had it set up like you were taking money out of an ATM. And so they would charge you $2 and like give you $2. And that was the whole process to make it like to get around that rule. It was really interesting.
I know that I've been watching Ozark lately, and now everything I hear sounds like money laundering. But
I still don't understand money laundering, how that works.
it's probably good.
You don't understand how regular laundering works.
So I just don't. I mean, you hide the money, but it's money. I just don't understand.
You're running it. I mean, I think the idea is you're running it through another business so that it doesn't have any connection back to the original illegal business. Especially if you're getting numbered bills for some reason.
Oh, Russell seems to know an awful lot about this.
How much Ozark?
How much bustier
It's a
money?
really good show.
I think we need to audit the bustiers.
You come right down, and I will let you audit the bustiers.
Yeah, if you want to look at the numbers.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you all for this lovely visit. I got a couple things to do.
Well, thank you for sharing your stories.
Short, and sweet.
I know it's brought a lot to the show. And
Yes. Thank you, Mike Dunphy. Thank you.
Great to see all of you.
Welcome to Amber Chat.
Thanks for making me laugh.
Bring another story next Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'll have to think of another ailment.
Tales of the Peace Corps. Tales of the Peace Corps.
International ailments with Mike Dunphy.
I don't know. A lot of these will get me in trouble now, so I bet. Anyway, I'll see you.
All right, bye.
That was fun. A first timer.
Larry's claiming that I'm laundering Doge currency.
That's right. Yeah. What the fuck is that Doge currency all about? It's like cryptocurrency for dogs. I guess
it's cryptocurrency that was created based on a meme about a Shiba Inu, and the guys who originally created it kind of did it because they're like, let's make a fun, silly cryptocurrency, and they didn't really expect it to go anywhere. In fact, one of the original founders sold his share of Doge currency off for enough to buy, I think it was a used Honda. And then recently, the entire value of Doge that's out in the world, because the price per coin went up so much, that it was valued more than the entire Honda company. Mm-hmm. So this guy, if he had kept his money and left it in Doge, would be, I mean, he only had a portion of that. He didn't have it all, but he would have been a millionaire, and instead he got a used car.
He needed the car.
It's basically just another cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. But it happens to have gone up quite a bit recently. So there's been a lot.
I guess
it
went down because of what's his name was on Saturday Night Live.
Elon Musk. Well, there's a theory about that that I was reading about called "Buy the rumor, sell the news," and apparently that's a stock market trading thing. Is when the rumors come out, everybody's buying, and so that's when it's going up. So you want to buy at the beginning of the rumor, but you want to sell before the actual news happens, because then it crashes.
Of course.
Whether or not it's good news, it crashes anyway because everybody's just heard, and it's over. So.
Speaking of money, we have some financial advice here from Gary, who says, I did money laundering, pulled my pants out of the dryer, put them on, and found that I had $2 in the pocket. They were nice and clean when they were done. So that's probably the best money laundering advice that we can give on this show.
Yep.
So thank you for that, Gary.
We do not recommend illegal activity of any kind.
But it's good to keep clean bills in your wallet.
Oh,
I'm giving you silence here. Just giving you radio silence. I skated today. I'm tired.
Where did you skate?
Oh, there's a couple of parks around, so I just strapped the skates on and worked on spinning. There's still a lot to be desired there.
Yeah.
And,
now, do you carry a boombox with you?
I keep meaning to do that.
Up on the shoulder?
Yeah.
I can't do that right now because I have a cracked rib.
Oh.
Bridget wants to know where Rocco is. I have sent him the link to come in, but I have not heard from Rocco this evening, Bridget, so hopefully he'll show up.
Maybe he hasn't survived from Mother's Day. It sounded like he had a very rough Mother's Day.
Yes,
quite the ordeal.
And Larry says, nice Amber mug, Russell. And we would like to point out that Amber mugs and a lot of other merchandise are available at amberlive.tv. So they are high quality. We recommend them. They're very nice.
And this one's not just for coffee. Yes.
And Bridget says, oh yeah, there are different styles too. Bridget says merch. Jack's got his merch. And Jack, I don't know if he can hear her at the moment. Oh, goodness.
Russell.
Excuse me.
Wipe off the screen.
Now I sneeze to the side. And it's not the COVID. But Jack, Two Toads thinks what you do sounds more like breakdancing.
Yeah, it's a little bit of that. Yeah,
well,
there's some dancing and then something breaks.
Breaking things. And
yeah.
Bridget says, bless you. Thank you, Bridget.
Oh, that's nice.
I didn't break anything today. Didn't fall. I had a pretty good day today.
Well, that's very good.
I know.
So,
very successful.
So I think it's time to bring on yet another special guest.
Oh, who could that
be?
Who is it now?
Who can?
Hi, everybody.
Hey, what you got on your shirt there, Big J? What you got? What you wearing?
Looks like
well, it's one of the movies I used to watch called The Hunger Games.
That's a Mockingjay, right?
Yep.
Larry wants to know if I have the chlamydia 19. No, Larry, I was vaccinated.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Yes.
So, Big J, what's your news? You said you wanted to talk about something. What do you want to talk about?
Wow, I just heard that the Champlain Valley Fair is going to return this summer.
Yes.
So
no way.
Yep, I just heard about that, and I said, I'm ready to get back in there. So I usually helped out at the sugar place down there next to some of the other attractions. I did that. And, of course, I went with my girlfriend and the rest of my friends. So we're going to go back to the Champlain Valley Fair again this year.
So what's your favorite part of the fair?
I love the the events that have it, like the racing pigs and the I love the entertainment there.
Oh, I do love the racing pigs.
Yeah, they're not going to have any big performance stars this year. So, but they're going to have a lot of that opens the door for local entertainment too.
Well, are they still going to have the demo derby?
Oh, I bet you they do. I bet you they do.
And they're also going to bring some tribute bands to get in for free. So that's the best part.
Mm.
And that's what I'm definitely going to go see that. So.
Well, I just hope they make everybody be vaccinated. Good.
Yeah.
So
let's get those. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll go to the fair. The fair is fun to go to for one night. It's.
Now, do you get fried dough while you're there, or cotton candy?
It depends on what I'm up for. I usually have their pizza, I always have at the fair sometimes, but I never switched it up.
You like their cheese pizza?
Yes.
Josh, you don't eat cheese pizza. I don't think so.
Yes, I do.
There was something else you wanted to talk about too. We got the fair.
Oh.
What was it? I saw you posted something that you were going to talk about.
Hmm.
Lake Monsters. Lake Monsters. Their first game is 2 weeks from tomorrow. It's an away game, but at least the season will start.
Yep, the Lake Monsters are returning.
Yes.
Larry,
Larry?
you never been to the fair? Well, I got some things to tell you about the fair. You got to check it out. It's the hugest fair that we have here in Burlington.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big fair. Yeah. Go through the animal barns. A lot of nice artwork too. You know, it's a lot of stuff to see. Spend some time.
Do you go on the rides, Josh?
I love it. I love going on the rides, especially.
Which ones do you like the best?
Oh, that's a hard one. I would say they have a roller coaster there. There was like a haunted mansion I had to face through, but that was pretty.
You went to a haunted mansion.
Oh yeah, they did have a haunted mansion ride. It's like a car ride, just like at Disney World where they have those kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
I'll name like two of them. There's one called Snow White Scary Adventures, but now I've changed it up a little bit, and there was also called Snow White Daring Journey. So that's another ride, both at Disney World and Disneyland, which I mentioned.
Yes. Yeah, Larry says he's been to the Addison County Field Days and the Rutland Fair, which is, I think that's called the Vermont State Fair, the one in Rutland.
Yep, I've been down there. It's fun.
Yes, yes. The Tunbridge World's Fair. I've never been to the Tunbridge World's Fair, so I should make that a goal to do this fall, to go to that.
Isn't that where Fred Tuttle used to go?
Yep, Cherry and Yolanda went to it one year with Fred. I remember if I went there, people would say, "Oh, there's Cherry. Hey, Cherry. Hey, Yolanda."
The Champlain Valley Fair, they used to have the freak show where there was a person there and would take you on a tour of these science. You get to see just babies with two heads, animals with three heads. Some of it's like, is this real? Probably not. Just kind of manufactured things. But then the person who was the host of it would jump on glass, would pierce their skin with things, and then I got to be the person inside of the box, and they put the metal plates into it, and I just had to be in this weird contorted position, and they were like shunk, and you would have these metal plates in it, and it seemed like I was being chopped in pieces.
Oh,
but I survived. God. They don't do that one anymore.
Yeah, Larry asked if Rusty Peen is related to Fred Tuttle. I don't know about that, but I could see Rusty Peen being a carny.
He'd probably run the dunking booth. Or
Rusty Peen goes to the fair.
Ooh, I think he'll run into a bunch of his cousins there.
Yes.
But yeah, so those are my two events I'm looking forward to this summer, and I missed it last year. So
yes. Oh, and big news: the Burlington Jazz Festival, Discover Jazz Festival, is going to happen this year, starting June 4th. No events like in the Flynn or anything like that. Most of it's outside. Most of it's free, and using a lot of local artists. So that'll be fun to have music everywhere for like 10 days.
Rusty Peen in American Horror Story Carnival.
He would have fit right in.
Oh, man. What a missed opportunity.
Oh, Chrissy B. from Indiana. We have Indiana, Illinois, Ohio. We've got the Midwest covered there. Yes, very good. Yes.
Chrissy B. should come on the show and chat with us.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice?
It would. I will.
He's probably dashing. He's probably dashing around.
Oh, he might be. He might be. But this is probably getting a little late for dinner in Indiana, isn't it?
It's only 8 o'clock.
Like I said, it's probably getting a little late for dinner in Indiana. Josh, what time do you like to eat dinner?
Oh, great question. I like to eat dinner probably around 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that's good. I like to I like to make it so I can watch Jeopardy, eat dinner while watching Jeopardy. That's what I usually do. So.
Chris says, I am dashing, but I'm not sure if he's being immodest or if he's driving food to
I think he must be driving because he ain't in the looks.
Oh, Amber.
Dashing, you'd say.
So, Josh, we have a message for you. Kenny would like to know if you got the message that he sent you.
Oh, yeah, about, 2 things that I got in the mail the other day. I forgot to mention about that. But, yeah, I got 2 awesome bubble blasters that I never used to play with, but now I got them. So I got one that looks like a shark, and the other one is a regular one. Yep, so the bubble blasters.
Those would go well with those.
Well, you put the bubble solution inside the tube that comes out of it, and you twist it, and then it locks in place. And you just pump the trigger, and then the bubble solution will go through it, and then produces bubbles. So it's pretty interesting.
I think a light up Michael Jackson moonwalking while making bubbles might have to happen.
I'll have to give that a whirl.
And,
like that.
And my friend Larry, or our friend Larry, says 7 p.m. dinner sounds so late to us in Florida. That's 'cause you people have dinner at like 3 in the afternoon down there.
That's the land of the early bird special.
Early bird special.
It was invented in Florida, I think.
Oh.
Or if it wasn't invented there, then it was certainly mastered there.
Yeah.
That's first dinner.
First dinner.
Thought that was an Indiana thing.
First dinner.
First, second, and third dinner. First you got your pizza, then you got your chicken wings, then you got your stew or whatever else.
You forgot Hot Pockets.
I did forget about the Hot Pockets. Well, that's
gotta have Hot Pockets. Gotta have the Hot Pockets.
So what about you guys? What is your favorite food at the fair?
Funnel cake.
Yeah. The fried dough's good. Funnel cakes. Yeah. Pizza I can get anytime, so I don't do the food that I can get. Or French fries, I can get those anytime.
Larry wants to hear something on this piano. This piano. Oh boy. This piano.
Play
this
the
piano
Rusty Picture song. I can't remember. I don't even remember how that goes.
Hang on a second. Let me see what I can do.
Kenny likes fried Oreos.
Ooh.
Yep. And Gary had dinner at 6 o'clock there, and they had a good night. They had cube steak, mashed potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. That sounds pretty good.
Yes, it does. How did you cook your Brussels sprouts? How do you do that?
You have to do it just right, or they're terrible.
Yeah, broil them. Do you boil them? Do you fry them?
Well,
I do them. I cut them in half, and then I put them face down. Put some olive oil down in a cast iron dish, and then put them face down in there, and throw some garlic cloves in around them, and cook them on top of the stove for about 4 or 5 minutes till they start to char, and then I put them into the into the oven at like 400 degrees for another 10-15 minutes, and you stir them every 5 minutes, and they come out really nice that way.
Marguerite used to do something with them with bacon, of course. She had bacon.
They're good with bacon. Gary says it should say tonight, not good night, is what he meant to say. I thought you meant you were having a good night because of what you had to eat. But I guess
how did you fix your Brussels sprouts? How did you fix them, Gary? Simmer them in Fresca?
The best way, Russell. That's a really good way, Gary. And if you hang on, I'll see if I can find the link to the recipe for that. I think it was a New York Times recipe.
Maybe Lucibel can fix that up.
Larry says he steams his Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
That was a really good recipe. I just sort of wing it now, but
Lucibel's on hiatus right now. She's taking a couple of weeks off. I think it was food poisoning, but I don't know for sure.
And by food poisoning, do you mean you tried to poison her food? Or?
No, not Lucy Bell. Lucy Bell's my friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
She's my friend too.
Yes. I like Lucy Bell. All right, let's see. There has to be something else we can talk about. Things opening up.
Yep.
Springtime. People are mowing their lawns. I'm thinking. I've already seen people. They should, but they haven't. Here we are back in the studio. Oh yeah.
Can you hear that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear it.
These eyes. Da 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 da. These eyes. Oh, Larry's a music critic.
There you go. This is what this piano actually sounds like.
Oh my. You do before and after a sound.
Oh man, this
you try to
piano has seen some better days.
That was just lovely.
I knew the song though.
That was beautiful.
There you go, some salmon cooked for you.
Oh.
Larry says, be careful. You don't want to make too much noise and disturb the neighbor above you.
Oh, of course not. Why would I want to do that?
You might interrupt something they're doing.
Your other neighbors are probably thinking, it's weird how the through the wall the piano sounds out of tune.
They're like, what? That poor piano, what is he doing to it?
Let's see. What else can I talk about? Oh yeah, challenges. Yeah. So Russell had sent me a message about the Haunted Mansion the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. And then I'm doing Expedition Everest, and one of my friends that used to be here in Burlington now works for the Disney stuff. So one of the challenges is to do all 4 parks in one day, and that is very tough to do. So I'm going to do one park, at a time.
Yeah.
And so another one is like, can you do other rides in 3 minutes? And I'm going to pick yes on that. So I'm going to do that challenge.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you don't need to try to do all 4 parks in one day. That's just too much. You're better off. You're better off spending your. Well, you can buy a ticket that lets you go to the different parks.
Okay.
It's just so lot to do.
But it's too much to do in one day to do all 4 of them. If you've got if you're there for 4 days, you're better off doing one park each day, and then the last day, if there's a park you want to go back to, you can, use half the day to do that. But
and I'll be starting off with the Magic Kingdom, then the next day to Epcot.
Oh, Epcot is fun.
And the next day go to Animal Kingdom, and then probably visit a water park, and then probably go back to the rest of the parks. But I think I'm looking forward to is Blizzard Beach, which is like a skiing type, water park that reminds me of going skiing during the Winter Games with Special Olympics. So I'm definitely going to try that as well.
Well, good for you, Josh. Good to have plans. Good to have Dreams. Gotta have dreams.
But you got to do the Haunted Mansion for me, Josh. Promise me.
I swear. And of course, Jenny and I will have our photos right in front of the entrance, so you'll see our spooky poses. So you'll see it.
Very good. Yep. Kenny says he's only gotten one call today for the fire department.
Hopefully that was earlier and not right now.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, I hope it wasn't a big fire. That's you don't need fires. Fires scare me.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you're locked in a basement. How would you get out?
Yes. Oh.
Surrounded by a lot of Aquanet and other
he didn't have a fire today. It was a call for the fire department, but not a fire. What were you getting? A kitten out of a tree?
Well, he's a
medical call.
He's a tree guy. He's Kenny's tree service.
Yep. So, don't jinx yourself, Kenny. Lucy Bell might start cooking.
Oh.
That is a good point, Two Toads.
Yes, we have seen fires. Yes, we have.
Oh, so Kenny got called to a fire alarm, but there was no fire. It was just an alarm that went off.
Yeah,
Larry is laughing at Lucy Bell's cooking, not at the fire, I hope.
But yeah, fire alarms go off once in a while.
Larry's had some of Lucy Bell's cooking. Larry was at a crawfish boil about 20 years ago that Lucy Bell fixed up. Yes.
And set the crawfish on fire?
No.
That's kind of hard to do because they're boiling. So
yeah,
you'd have to have that pot on the stovetop for a very long time.
You would, especially considering I think we had 50 or 100 pounds of crawfish. So.
Yeah.
And then some people threw the shells into the bushes or stuff, and they stunk for several days. Oh no!
Larry says, "Yeah, he was at the crawfish boil." And Kenny says they're training new firefighters.
Oh,
Josh, how come you're not training?
That's what Amber should go and film some training with firefighters.
And there you go. You could go. Amber's fire prevention lessons.
And Mike Dunphy can go and he can show everyone his fireman carry and get a hernia.
That's a good question, Larry, because if I was firefighters can be a very difficult job for me, but I usually listen into the radio to see what's going on. But I helped out with the UVM rescue, so that was pretty much it.
Yeah. What do they say when a fire stop, drop, and roll? Is that
that's what they say?
That's when you're on fire.
Okay.
Yep.
Not when you see a fire.
Yeah. That building is on fire. I need to stop, drop, and roll.
Larry says it was crawfish and not crabs because he didn't want to get crabs from Amber.
Oh, Larry. I've seen who you got crabs from. I've been an improvement.
I think that's what they call it in New Orleans. You don't call it crabs down there. I got the craw.
Kenny says Josh is already trained and we can't have guests like Amber or anyone else.
Has your fire chief banned me, Kenny?
And Two Toads wants you to do a photo shoot with firefighters and make a calendar out of them. Wink, wink.
Ooh.
Well, that would be a good bit of merchandise for the store, Amber, if you had some sort of a calendar.
Yes.
I used to know the fire chief in Burlington, but he's retired, so.
Well, you need to get back down there and work it, girl.
Yes.
There's a new fire chief.
I bet you, knowing Burlington, if I walked into one of the fire stations and said, "Hey guys, can I have some pictures?" I'm sure some of them would say yes. Can I slide down your pole?
I love visiting their fire stations, and I always love watching the tones go off, and that's most of my favorite part.
Yeah.
Hearing them get in the gear and get out the door right on time. So.
Yeah.
Oh, Bridget
But then
wants to know if we like lobster.
Very much.
Yes,
Especially you,
Lobsters-
Russell.
I love lobster.
Lobsters
Came
are
from Maine at all.
cockroaches. They're cockroaches.
They are not
water
cockroaches.
Yes, they are.
Bridget, just so you know, Amber grew up in Ohio and she only ate fish sticks.
I did not
She
eat
was a
fish sticks. I'm
child.
not a gay fish. I don't eat fish sticks. I don't
And
eat any of it.
She does not like fish. When we go to P-Town in the summer and we're sitting next to the ocean and there is the freshest fish you can get, she won't touch it.
Oh, I'm with you on that.
Not
Larry
with your
says,
fish stick.
lobster is delicious. I love lobster. Now I want to go get lobster, but
Not New
Yeah.
York lobster.
There's a place near the waterfront called the Shanty. That's another restaurant that I've been to, and they have
I've been
lobster
to the
there.
shanty. Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
They've got a nice balcony or a nice new patio. It looks very nice.
Aaron College is the fire chief at Williston Fire Department now and not at Burlington, and they don't allow anyone to slide down the pole because of liability insurance. So you see, Amber, you're a liability.
Well, Kenny, you could be down there to catch me. You could do that.
Oh,
That-
and now we have another hernia happening.
I hope you all have insurance.
Larry says
Oh,
he's
awesome,
been
Larry.
to the shanty.
Yes.
Yep, I've been there a couple of times, and I always bring my own food.
No, cannot. Cannot catch you.
Kenny, not for
Not even
me.
gonna try.
We can sneak in there some night. That's what we can do.
Amber, you're a bad influence.
Amber's pole party.
Oh.
It's Amber's Saturday night pool party. Slide on in. Oh. All righty. Well, folks, we've been here for an hour. So I think that's about enough fun for tonight. I want to thank all of our visitors tonight. We had Bridget from Illinois. We had Gary from Ohio. We had Chrissy B from Indiana. We had Larry from Florida. We had Mike from Burlington. We had Josh from Burlington. Let's see, anybody
Two
else?
Toads.
Two Toes from Montana. Kenny from Jericho. Yes, and who knows who else was watching who didn't make themselves present. And Jenny, wherever Jenny's from. Was Jenny Burlington? Yeah, I think
my
so.
girlfriend is from Burlington as well.
Yes, she was watching. Cool.
Can I do a plug?
Sure.
I do another live stream show on Thursday nights with our friend Jake Weissman. So
Yeah.
go to Jelly Roll Chicago and tune in 9 Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time for all of you who are in the Midwest and want to talk about indie cinema. We have some great guests. Tomorrow night we have an indie filmmaker from New York. Her name is Simone Kissel. She makes independent horror films. They're a lot of fun.
Ooh.
So we're going to talk about horror films, independent films, and also streaming and availability and Amazon. So a wide variety of topics.
Oh, cool. All right, very good. Well, thank you very much, Jack. Good luck with that. Tell Jake I
Thanks.
said hi.
I will.
Thank you, everyone, for watching tonight. See you Sunday. Got a great show, very interesting show, talking about Jim Crow laws and maple syrup.
Mm-mm.
That's going to be and Rusty Peen, too. I wonder
Rusty's
what Rusty
gonna be
Peen's going
back?
to talk.
Oh, that's crazy.
I wonder what Rusty Peen's going to talk about. Oh,
I don't
Yeah.
know what he says, so I always wonder what he's going to talk about.
yes. Wait. What did Kenny say? Not going to risk it, and they have the doors locked, so you can't. Oh, that sounds like a challenge.
The
That
pole
sounds
slide.
like a challenge, Kenny. That's what that sounds like.
Don't stop her.
You're saying you don't think I can do that, do you? All right, you better tell them they put double locks on that door. Bye-bye, folks. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Have a
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.